My favorite trading platform, Pocket Option, provides all the tools you need to make money. There are 31 indicators. Everyone can find something to work with here, but such a variety will only scare an inexperienced trader. Indeed, the accelerator oscillator sounds like a spell from Harry Potter, and one can only guess what an alligator is. In this video, I will briefly describe each indicator, explain what they are and how to use them without losing money. Zigzag. The indicator monitors the most significant outliers on the chart, bypassing the unimportant ones. It provides neither entry points nor the ability to predict price movements. Therefore, it is used only as an additional indicator. Williams percent R momentum indicator determine the overbought or oversold state of the market. It provides high-quality entry points, but it cannot be used as an independent element because the market can be overbought or oversold for weeks. Vortex, one of the newest indicators. There are only two lines, VI plus and VI minus. If the VI plus line at the top, it means that the market has a general upward trend, and vice versa. Super trend is the perfect name for the perfect indicator. Trading on it is very simple. If the candle closes below the blue line, it is a signal of a price drop. If it closes above the red line, it is a sign of growth. If used correctly, it means virtually no false signals and consequently high profits. Use it to your advantage. Rate of change is an old indicator tested by generations of traders. It works best on large time frames. It is easy to use. If the graph curve rises, this is the beginning of an uptrend. If it is falling, get ready for a long downward movement. Shaft trend cycle. In theory, it takes the best from the MACD and stochastic indicators. In practice, only its authors who sold it to large trading companies made money on it. Stochastic, perhaps, is the best momentum indicator. In combination with the Keltner channel, it provides very accurate forecasts for price reversals. If the price breaks through the channel with a stochastic indicator above 80, it is a signal to go down, and vice versa. RSI, it determines the strength of the trend and the probability of its reversal. It is very easy to use. If the indicator reaches 17, you can think about a downward deal. If it drops below 30, start betting on growth. The indicator is not very accurate, so its signals need to be properly filtered. Parabolic SAR. I love this indicator so much, it never fails. Just a few dots and the profitability is enormous. You just need to know how to use this indicator correctly. Calculating the trajectory and analyzing the distance between the dots is the basis of working with SAR. If you want to learn how to earn several $1,000s a month using this indicator alone, I invite you to my Telegram channel. There you will find all the operational details that prevent you from losing. Grow your deposit from $50 to tens of thousands using the link in the description. Momentum. You can regularly see this indicator in my videos, which means it is reliable. It is a very simple indicator, even though it is unsuitable as a separate trading tool. It is a great companion to all other indicators. It helps to avoid childish mistakes such as trading against the trend or delaying the MACD signal. MACD. Here come the heavy artillery. If you have heard of binary options somewhere, you have definitely heard of MACD. It's a very accurate indicator with many subtleties. I have a separate video dedicated to this indicator. Use it and get rich. Keltner channel. What do you know about Genius? Keltner knew absolutely everything about it. It is an extremely simple and accurate indicator. For a long time, this was my primary indicator, which brought me over $100,000 for the entire time of its use. The first video on this channel was about it. If you want to learn how to trade on it, watch it. Ichimoku. It's a very comprehensive indicator. It's not even an indicator, but a full-fledged trading system. Its author has been perfecting it for more than 30 years before presented it on the Japanese Nikkei stock exchange. It is designed to detect trends, support and resistance lines, generate entry points, and apparently it can also brew tea. For beginners, the sight of all these lines will give them a headache. But in fact, there is nothing too complicated here. These three lines are actually a complete analog of the MACD, and this shaded area is the cloud. The breakout of the cloud in one direction is the main entry point of this system. Fractal chaos. It's a very simple and at the same time very profitable indicator. It simply filters out all small price fluctuations, leaving only significant chart changes. The entry point is when the chart breaks through a price channel. DMarker. It is another typical oscillator. It is popular in narrow circles but loses precisely to the more famous Keltner channel and Bollinger Bands. Envelopes. 3 lines. It is a typical oscillator. Depending on the market condition, a breakout of one of the lines indicates either the beginning of a trend or a price reversal. How does it differ from other oscillators? Well, here the lines are called envelopes instead of lines. Fractal, an indicator that analyzes the price on the last 5 candles and marks the price extreme, after which the price reverses. It gives delayed signals, but when paired with the alligator indicator, it is a powerful trading tool. Dongshan channel. It is a rather interesting indicator that offers to determine the market trend based on the frequency of price extremes. In simple words, when the indicator sleeve is wide, the market is experiencing sharp price fluctuations. When the indicator is narrowed, a clear trend begins, which serves as an entry point. CCI, an oscillator, and that says it all. There are 2 lines, and when the price crosses them, we open for a reversal. The indicator used to compete with Bollinger Bands and the Keltner channel, but nowadays it looks frankly less powerful. Bulls and Bears power. 2 indicators that we will combine today because they work in the same way. Namely, they show the advantage of sellers or buyers in the market. They don't work as independent indicators but can be helpful in combination with other indicators. Bollinger Bands, one of the most famous trading indicators at the moment, and this is despite the fact that Bollinger invented it half a century ago. It looks like there is nothing complicated. There are 2 lines with a chart between them. Wait until the chart crosses one of the bands and open a trade for a reversal. But for some reason, everyone forgets that the indicator has not 2 but 3 lines and that this indicator is not as simple as it seems. For most people, Bollinger Bands will only bring losses, but this doesn't apply to the subscribers to my VIP Telegram community. I have been trading with this indicator for several years now, and I can confidently say that I know everything about it. Every day I post signal for the beginning of deals in my channel. Using them, you can easily earn even several $1,000s a day. The number of places is limited, but everyone has a chance. Follow the link in the description and start earning today. Awesome Oscillator. This is another indicator with a fancy name, but unlike Supertrend, it's not as reliable. It looks like momentum, but it is a bit more complicated. Some traders consider the intersection of the indicator with the 0 line to be the entry point, but I find this method questionable, so use it at your own risk. Average true range. The indicator is designed to measure the volatility of a movement. It's a very helpful tool for professional traders. For beginners, it is just a curved line without much use. Arun. It is a helpful indicator for traders. It doesn't provide direct entry points, but it shows trends much more accurately than, for example, bulls and bear's power. Alligator. The three lines, familiar to every experienced trader, are the so-called balance lines. It is an excellent tool for trading during the period of market consolidation. This indicator predicts the termination of sideways movement, their formation, and the direction of the trend. When the three balance lines are intersected, the market is in a consolidation phase. When the green line breaks away from the others, it indicates the formation of a trend. That is where you should open deals. The three lines are called the alligator's mouth. The wider it opens, the sharper the trend will be. Always open trades based on the green line of the indicator. It shows where the price is going to move. ADX. An analog of the alligator is the ADX. They even look the same. The same three lines, the same purpose to track the trend. It is a very popular indicator, but I still prefer the alligator, and it's not because I like its name. Accelerator oscillator. Trend indicator, it relies on momentum analysis rather than price analysis. In skillful hands, it can run a stock exchange. It can be difficult for beginners to use, because this indicator requires quite a precise setting. The default setting often gives false predictions. It was not as easy as I thought at the beginning of this video. Each indicator has so many subtleties and fascinating points. I wanted to tell you everything, but the video format forced me to condense each indicator into a few sentences. But it doesn't matter. My channel contains video with detailed explanation and live trading practices on some indicators. You can find even more information on my Telegram channel, where I have described everything you might need when trading on the Pockets option. Write in the comments what indicators you have identified for yourself. Which ones would you like to learn more about? All this will be in the following video. Don't miss it. See you on my Telegram. See you soon.